I love Star Wars Dark Forces. I've played through the original release, but I haven't tried the remaster that came out in 2024, so I figured that would be a fun thing to experience for the first time for BESWGE, the YouTube series where I beat every Star Wars game ever. The only thing I've done so far in this game is to adjust all the settings to my liking. I like the updated menu, great job nightdive, but I hate how the remastered sprites look. Look at this. They're too smooth. So that's why I'm playing the game with enhanced cutscenes and sprites turned off. Running the game at a higher resolution is enough to make everything look fantastic. If I press F2, you can see how the original game would look with its software rendering. The original control scheme had the function keys doing stuff like activating the flashlight, but now they're bound to other keys. It's going to feel weird at first getting used to them, I think. Actually, now that I think about it, I remember when the game's trailer first dropped, I immediately messaged my friend and said, I love that this game is getting a remaster, but it looks terrible. Anyway, let me go back so we can read the mission briefing. Dark Forces. The new order of the Empire stretches its evil clutches across the galaxy, consuming planets with devastating results. Through many struggles, the Rebel Alliance has learned of a new Imperial battle station, the Death Star, with enough power to destroy an entire planet. Unable to acquire the plans to the deadly space station, the rebels have employed the skills of Kyle Katarn. Known to most as a mercenary for hire, Katarn is a rogue figure who has a partial alliance with the rebels. Armed only with a blaster pistol and an intimate knowledge of Imperial methods, Katarn prepares to infiltrate the Imperial base in which the plans are kept. Confidential message from Senator Mon Mothma. The rebellion is counting on the completion of this mission, Commander Katarn. I hope success is on your side. The Death Star plans are locked away at an Imperial secret base on the planet Danuta, where they await transport to Lord Vader. Very little is known about the layout of the base itself, so I'm afraid you will have to act as your own reconnaissance. Once you have the plans, set out immediately. Operation Skyhook will deliver the plans to Princess Leia on the consular ship Tantive 4. She will then continue the mission. I also really don't like having mouse look enabled vertically up and down by default without really any way to turn it off besides turning it off completely. The original game only needed it every once in a while, and using page up and page down was perfectly fine for that. I remember there being an extra life in here somewhere. Let's see, I think it's R to toggle this on. I don't remember if that was the default or if that's the binding that I have set for it. This isn't the place with the extra life. It must be over here then. There it is. Can we just talk about how absolutely ahead of its time this game was? I mean, being able to crouch and jump, those were not standard features back in the day. Alright, I got the red key. If I remember correctly, that opens the way to the Death Star plans over here. Yeah. It's been several years since my last full playthrough, so there's going to be spots where I do not remember what to do. I do remember I can do this, though. Haha. There's an achievement for killing the mouse droids. That's hilarious. Haha. Gotcha. Wow, look at that. The dots look so individual in high res. I guess it doesn't look too bad in the software renderer either. This is our first spot with the Moldy Crow. Except I haven't gotten the Death Star plans yet. And I have a very specific reason for that. That's because this is the vent you jump in at the beginning of the level, and here is an extra life. Death Star plans are actually hidden in there.
This is too easy. Now to get to my ship.
This might not seem as cool today, but seeing this ship fly in and look like a full 3D model is absolutely insane for the time that this game originally came out. Next mission, please.
Kyle delivers the plans to the Rebel Alliance. Soon afterwards, the Death Star is destroyed. But even as the Alliance celebrates this victory, another sinister plot is set in motion that will become an even greater concern for the Rebellion.
The Emperor has approved your test demonstration, General Monk.
Thank you, Lord Vader. What I unveil today will mark a new era for the Empire. We will be able to decimate the rebels just as we did the Jedi Knights. At last, the Emperor's war will be filled only with the glory and beauty of decisive victory.
A noble cause, General. I hope the demonstration lives up to your claims. Proceed.
With pleasure. Dark Trooper, release.
Wow, so scary.
Very impressive, General. The Emperor will be most pleased. Continue with your project.
Certainly, Lord Vader.
There he is.
Thank you, Commander, for responding at such short notice. The Empire has been keeping us on the run since the destruction of the Death Star. 5 days ago, the Empire attacked one of our secret bases in the city of Talay.
This is TAC base to anybody out there. Please, we're under Imperial attack. There was no warning at all. Total devastation. They broke through our shields.
That is not what Amon Calamari sounds like.
TAC base was destroyed within minutes. Many innocent people in the surrounding city, as well as the rebel staff, were killed. Intelligence thinks that this may be an act of retaliation for the destruction of the Death Star.
Interesting. This looks like it could be a normal Imperial attack, except for those sounds.
Very perceptive, Commander. I know you understand that all we discuss here is classified. This Imperial officer, Crix Medine, wishes to defect to the Alliance. He has supplied us with information on the development of a new Imperial weapon. Those sounds you heard, we believe, come from that weapon. A new type of stormtrooper, the Dark Trooper.
A new stormtrooper that can take out a rebel base that quickly? I should have kept working for the Empire.
The Rebel Command is not taking this lightly. They have authorized me to hire you to find out if there is a threat, and if there is, to shut it down. That is, if you are still on our side.
This could be interesting. Alright, I'm in. But I think I'll need some help on this one. I want Jan Ors as my mission officer.
Certainly. Then I will let Jan brief you further on your mission objectives. Thank you, Commander, and may the Force be with you.
Alright, Mission 2. It's good to see you, Kyle. Good job on Operation Skyhook. The rebels were very impressed. Now it's back to mission hopping, just like the old days. Rebel Command has made a brief reconnaissance of the area, and it's swarming with Imperial activity. The power is still down in the city, so some of the systems are going to be down as well. You'll need to find the main hydroelectric power generator and get it back online. With a very helpful screenshot, so you know exactly what to look for. I love this game so much. The Empire usually gets sloppy after a major offensive, so we may be able to find evidence or leads about this new Dark Trooper we've been hearing about through Crix Medine. His contacts inside the Empire will help us follow up on anything you may pick up. Good hunting, Kyle. Alright. And there's the moldy crow going away. Oh, this lighting is extra smooth, too. Here comes the best part of this mission. Die, Imperial scum! Running at full tilt and blasting stormtroopers is always fun. Now, I do remember this room. Yeah, I knew you guys were hiding in here in the dark. You can't trick me. Oh, and those are burned human corpses. I forgot about those. Very nice, very gory. This was meant to be a competitor to Doom, after all. The level layouts in this game are really good at looking like real places. Which is crazy, because this game is technically in 2D. Like, these moving objects and all of the building geometry and stuff, it all looks very 3D, and it probably is with the remaster. But it was still originally made in a 2.5D game engine. And you can tell because the weapons are all 2D, and all the sprites of the enemies and the pickups are all billboarded 2D sprites. They still hold up very well today. These burned corpses aren't the only atrocity the Empire's ever committed. It's good to remember that the Empire aren't the good guys, which I may or may not have started saying after playing TIE Fighter. Oh, and and here's one unfortunate side effect of the game's programming. You can see that there's nothing behind this building, except there is an entire building inside of here. And there's nothing back there either. I want to kill all the guys out here because I know they'll spawn another 20 stormtroopers or so on my return trip. Good old vertical auto-aim. That's why games like this didn't need a crosshair. Dark Forces is actually the first 2.5D shooter I've ever played, but not the first first-person shooter I ever played. That honor would go to Call of Duty Black Ops.
Jan? Go ahead, Kyle.
Looks like I found something that can help us out.
Get back to the landing pad and I'll meet you there.
Yep, there they are. I could have sworn there were more of them. Am I playing on, like, the wrong difficulty or something? Actually, I don't think I can adjust that in the middle of a mission. I could have sworn there were more last time I played this. There's another revive in here. Or extra life, I guess. Let's move on, Jan. That thing you found was a weapon of some sort, too large for a human being to use. Most likely it's a prototype weapon for the Dark Trooper. I found the symbol MR on the barrel, the signature of an infamous weapons specialist named Moff Rebus, a real character known for his paranoia and extreme loyalty to the Empire. He may be our next lead to the Dark Trooper. Rebus has hidden himself somewhere deep within the sewage system under the city of Anoat. He has engineered an elaborate series of drain gate switches designed to thwart any intruders from discovering the route to his lab. First, activate these switches, then your search for Rebus may begin. Beware, it is likely that Rebus has surrounded himself with guard droids, and the largely unexplored sewer maze may hold other dangers as well. Remember, we need both of you back alive. I'll have the decontamination shower warmed up and ready. Ooh, how nice of you. This level is a bit of a maze, I remember. But I think I know the fastest way to get through it. Oh yeah, Dianogas. I love killing those guys. I'm pretty sure if I activate this switch, and then I jump back up here to activate this other switch, this might just be the way to finish the entire mission. Right, I can't go back now, but I can go up here. I hate those stupid training remotes. I've gotten lucky so far, but they are not easy to hit. Believe me. Okay, I think I need one more switch, and then the water level is risen enough for me to get to the next side. Now we get to take a ride on the sewer slide, which I'm going to speed through as fast as possible, because there's nothing up here but a couple of Dianogas. Oh, and a training remote, I guess. I think the other switch is in this first one. Oh yeah, the thermal detonators. The most useless weapon in this entire game. Oh yeah, here it is. So that raises the water level all the way. And then that way is where Moff Rebus is. Okay, here we go. I think this is the first time the aliens with the eye stalks appear. They're really annoying because they throw thermal detonators like that. Let me switch to the pistol. It's better for long range. I guess I don't need the long range anymore. I actually don't remember what these aliens are called. I don't think it matters. I'll kill a couple dozen of them in the campaign anyway. Let me in. I am here to see Moff Rebus, who I believe is in here somewhere. There you are, you Imperial scum.
Yeah, I found Moff Rebus. I'm ready to get out of this mess.
You're the boss, Kyle.
You are the craziest looking Moff in the entire Empire. Moff Rebus designed the prototype weapons for the Dark Troopers. He wouldn't reveal much under questioning, but during one of his rants, he revealed, "You should have seen the results of our tests on Fest. My weapons are gonna put a lot of holes in a lot of rebel scum." Crix Madine has confirmed the existence of an Imperial weapons site on the planet Fest, doing metallurgical research on new alloys. Knowing what kind of metals they're using will give us definite clues to the Dark Troopers. Whatever you say, Jan. I'll drop you in an old landing area, far outside the base surrounded by rocky cliff areas. Be careful, one bad move and you'll be a crater. The base itself is buried deep within the rock with an access-controlled front encampment that protects it from a strong frontal attack. Find other openings that may provide easier entry. When you have completed your mission, I'll pick you up at the drop point. Otherwise, it's just the way you like it, on your own. You got that right. This game would have been ruined if Kyle had to work with any other allies. Jen gets a pass because she's awesome. There's a fun secret on this level where you get to shoot an Ewok hanging to a wall, but you have to enable cheats to find it. I don't even remember how to input the cheat codes, and I don't even know if they left it in the remaster, so I'm not going to bother trying to seek it out. Die, stupid mouse droid. And here we see the most realistic part of the air vents in this game. You have to crouch through them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You can't shoot me like that. I was gonna make a funny joke about sneaking up on a stormtrooper's legs. Okay, I need to run to the left here, because I know there's turrets on the ceiling over there. I have to enable this to temporarily lower the blast door. And the most optimal thing to do is to run past there. These defense turrets are unavoidable, though. These things are quite a pain. Okay, supply closet in here. Yep. Good to get my shields back up. My health isn't looking too good. This game doesn't have back-to tanks like Dark Forces 2 does. I think I have to go this way. Oh no, this is where I have to get the code. That's right. I need to go find the Imperial officer with the 3 symbols so that I can open this door. I remember how this level works. Here, left or right? Choose left. Why does this room exist? There's just a couple of stairs leading to a slightly lowered position towards the door. Like I said before, this game is usually really good about making these spaces look believable. The only thing missing from these rooms to make this a functioning Imperial base is some additional furnishing, like some computer consoles or something. I don't know. It shouldn't just be a bunch of stormtroopers standing around. Ah, there's the key card. Code key 5. Let's see, what is it? 3 triangle D. I'm sure I can remember that. Now for some light backtracking. Here we go. 3 triangle D. Oh wait, there's 2 triangles. There we go. Oh, I remember this part. This is the puzzle with the moving platform. Yeah, this stuff isn't fun to figure out the first time, so I'm glad this is like a 4th playthrough for me. What does this switch do? Okay, that one moves it horizontally, so this one must move it vertically. Let's get the one at the bottom first. We have to awkwardly move this platform around the central pillar to hit 3 switches so that we can get the metal at the top. Isn't Imperial engineering just the best? That's number 2. Oh, there's a window here. Stupid Imperials trying to shoot me through an impenetrable glass window, making me think I could fire back at them. And there we go. Now that unlocks that door, so that I can once again move the central platform so I can get to the top. Such an elaborate security system. This thing being able to move both horizontally and vertically in a circular pattern like that, again, very impressive for the time.
I found some interesting looking metal. I think this may offer some important clues.
That's all we need. Let's get out of here. I'm getting nervous.
I don't actually remember how to leave this level. I know I can't go back out through the air vent. This is what the auto map is for. Where, oh where do I go? I haven't explored over here yet, because lines are appearing from nowhere. Oh, those are turrets. Let's switch to my heavy weapon so I can hopefully not die to these. I pretty much exclusively use the Stormtrooper rifle for normal enemies. This game really helped me fall in love with this gun. Okay, these doors need to be opened somehow. There's no switch nearby. This is where I got the key card from. I don't remember what to do exactly. Oh, are those the doors? Okay, that makes sense if this is like the overlook position that they use for the security to determine who comes in the base that way. There must be a control switch in here somewhere then. Is it there? There we go. This game has intuitive layouts. It's not that hard to figure out, given a little bit of critical thinking. It's not like modern games with objective markers everywhere. Oh, I died. Well, that's what the extra lives are for. How silly of me not to check my corners. Hello, Jan. I'm not going to bother waiting for the ship to land. This metal you found is called frick, a rare material that they must be using for armoring the Dark Troopers. I tracked the known sources of frick and came across a selection of small moons in the Gromas system. It's probably not a coincidence that the Empire has a mining facility in that very system. We need to take out the facility to slow down the Dark Trooper project and give us an edge over the Empire. At the main reactor, there is an exchange coupling that leads to the central power grid. Place a sequencer charge in this coupling and it will cause the facility to explode. Once the charge is laid, waste no time getting out of there. You got it, boss. Oh yeah, good old vertical auto-aim. The Stormtrooper rifle isn't really meant for long range. I'm pretty sure the first time the scope actually gets used is in the expansion to Dark Forces 2, Mysteries of the Sith. The scope is clearly right there on the weapon, but oh well. Oh yeah, the fusion cutter. I forgot about this weapon. Very effective. And it makes sense in an immersion way, because of course there would be mining equipment in a mining facility. There's really no reason to use those kinds of heavy weapons on anything besides the bosses, though. Look at that spinning drill. magnificent Imperial machinery at work. Anyway, let's go kill some human beings. I think this hole is where I need to go, but not until that's done crushing the ceiling. Yeah, here we go. And I definitely don't want to be caught in these floor presser things. I need the blue key. All right, I'll go find the blue key then. These poor Imperial stormtroopers just doing their routine patrol duty. Uh-oh. Wait, I'm not dead? Okay. I don't know how that fall didn't kill me. I'll just take this blue key and run. Thanks. The key to winning gunfights is to pull the trigger first. It helps when you get the drop on them. Get it? The drop? Because I dropped down? I know I'm not funny. Ow, my bones! I could really hear the crunch. This might be a good chance to use the thermal detonators. I've never been good at throwing these things precisely. Oh well. Blaster pistol it is. You can't escape me. Haha. What do I do here exactly? Oh, there's a platform below me. Okay. Yeah, that's why being able to look vertically is important. Oh, this is the room with the thing, isn't it? Yeah, sequence your charge.
Kyle Jan, charge set, ready to clear.
I remember this part. I should be running for my life like Jan suggests. However, there's our first Dark Trooper fight.
Jan, you better get me out of here. I think I just finished off a Dark Trooper. I want to find out if there are any more around.
Okay, Kyle. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, Kyle, because this thin skeleton of a droid is definitely the Empire's new most destructive infantry unit. You Imperials never stand a chance in hallways like this against people like me. Oh yeah, the infrared goggles. The most useless pickup in this entire game. It's like, would you like to play the game normally or green? No. I like that they actually gave a reason to use the pistol in this game too. In Doom, once you get the shotgun, the pistol is useless, but not in Dark Forces. I wish the game had the same staying power as Doom did. This is genuinely one of my favorite games of all time. Dark Forces 2 went completely off the rails in terms of story, which it's fine to evolve a game series like that, but they decided to move forward with the Jedi Knight series instead of the Dark Forces series. And those games are good, and people like those games, but I'm not a big fan of the Jedi Knight series. I like Dark Forces, and the only game like Dark Forces is Outlaws. Not Star Wars Outlaws, just Outlaws. Wow, that explosion was from one sequencer charge? I don't remember these cutscenes being quite so goofy.
This contemptible excuse for an officer will no longer divulge any more information to that rebel, Kyle Katarn.
Katarn will not be as easy to deal with. He is very resourceful. More resourceful, it seems, than even your Dark Troopers.
I understand the threat, Lord Vader. Katarn was once an impressive Imperial officer, but he was weak and gave up on the struggle for our new order. I wouldn't put much faith in his abilities. Katarn will never come near this ship. My new hire will see to that.
It's Bobby Feet! Bad news, Kyle. Our spy, Crix Madine, has been captured. He's being held at the Imperial Detention Center on Orinakra and awaiting execution. He has been valuable in supplying us with information on the Dark Trooper, and I think we owe it to him to make a rescue effort. Yeah, spoilers if you've seen Return of the Jedi. The Imperial Detention Facility is well secured. Hard to get in, even harder to stay alive. There's a switch-controlled shuttle carrier to the facility that will bring you to the main doors. Inside the complex, 2 main elevators access the lower prison blocks. One goes to the low security levels and down to the command center. The other leads back up to the high security blocks where Crix Madine is being held in the N block. Each cell is locked with its own code card carried by an Imperial officer, So first, you'll need to find the right card to Madine's cell. Since the high security blocks are controlled from inside the block, once the guards are alerted, it will be impossible to penetrate. I suggest you find an optional entrance into the high security block. You'll really be outnumbered here, so rely on stealth rather than firepower. That is a hilarious joke, Jan. Ha 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 ha. Stealth in this game is impossible. And look, I need firepower to get through the enemies. No way I could have gotten by that stormtrooper in this tight of a hallway. Or, rock way? Since this is like the mountains or something. Blasting my way into an Imperial stronghold is much more fun than sneaking my way in, anyway. Ooh, cracks on the wall. That means a secret. Haha. I don't remember where all of those are, but I know how to spot them. Now this is a good use of the thermal detonator. Haha. Okay, so this is the, what I'm gonna call the I block. Okay, that's not the N block. That's the C block. These might be like Arabesh letters, but I'm not that much of a nerd to memorize fictional writing systems. That's not true. Still, I'm just going to refer to every symbol as the letter that it most looks like in English. Okay, I remember this part. There's like invisible laser shields that stop people from firing through. And sometimes they, they do that. Let's see. There's got to be a way to turn it off somewhere around here. Probably up here. Of course, it's dark. Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot that there were landmines in Imperial facilities like this. My bad. This isn't even the right detention cell block, so I don't know why I'm in here. Do any of you have a code key that I need? Perhaps? I don't think they did. Alright, get me out of here. If I don't get some shields soon, I'm going to die. I'm not so good at this game that I can completely avoid damage. I think I'm just supposed to find the other elevator. And I've been exploded by a landmine. Awesome. Seriously, why do you guys just casually patrol around landmines? Like, why would you do that to yourself? There we go. Man, that blast radius is huge. Okay, here's a thing with a code. I'm not sure yet what that unlocks, but it's probably that giant blast door right there. Oh, there we go. I could use one of those. Code 3. Apple X triangle that's fully formed. And there's a thing here. There's got to be a reason for this. Sounded like it activated something. Alright. Let me try that again. Huzzah! There we go. Mortar gun. Fun. And I will immediately pocket that for use on the next Dark Trooper fight. Or the Boba Fett boss fight. Whichever one comes first. There must be a way to get through somehow. Maybe if I send the elevator to another floor. Yep, that did the trick. Or no, it didn't. Or yes, it did. Wait, what? Is this one only... Okay, so that one just cycles itself on and off or something. I don't remember every little detail about this game.
You're not authorized in this area.
Yes, I am. See? That's how easy it was to open that door. Tell your superiors to design better security if you don't want me breaking into your prisons.
Well, you can't because you're dead, but anyways...
Ah, here we go. This must be the correct elevator to get to where Crix Medine is being held. That's the A block. Aha, the N block. Oh, and the door just opens. Awesome. I was expecting that to be harder to get into. 2 more key cards. There's no way to enter the codes here. Chan did say this door would be impossible to access once the guards were alerted. There must be some other way to get in. Oh, here we go. Oh, why am I? Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. I wondered what that sound effect was. Red key. Okay, that must be for something or other. Well, there's definitely another elevator here, but there's no access point from up here. What about this door? Ah, I see. A secret access behind the elevator. Of course. And this should allow me on top of the elevator. It's kind of a long fall. There goes nothing. Hey, I'm okay. And look, a secret door. Ew. Do I really have to go through the garbage pits on this one? Yeah, thermal detonators don't work in water. Otherwise, they would be great tools for taking out Dianogas. What a terrible security vulnerability this is. How could they not know that someone would sneak in through their garbage disposal? And look, we're at the N block. I can now rescue Crix Medine. Hey, there you are, old buddy.
Okay, Jan, I rescued Medine.
Don't hang around. Let's get out of here before any more troopers arrive.
You got it, Jan. Crix Medine informs us that the leader of the Dark Trooper project is a general named Ram Mak. You might remember him from your time with the Empire. A decorated soldier of the Clone Wars, Mak became very prominent during the Emperor's rise to power. He was one of the few generals to oppose the construction of the Death Star because of his distrust of any technology that separates the warrior from battle and engaging the enemy. Kinda sounds like an honorable dude. He's absolutely obsessed with the honor of personal combat. Medine further reports that the Dark Troopers have 3 phases of construction. The first one is the Gromas Mines, which you so effectively blew to bits, where they mine the alloy resource, Frick. The resulting alloy is then transported to the Robotics Facility, where it is treated and refined. The alloy is then taken to a special space cruiser, the Arc Hammer, where the final composition and assembly of the Dark Trooper takes place. The locations for the Robotics Facility and the Arc Hammer are still unknown. Our next focus will be to find and destroy the Robotics Facility. General Mak has solicited the help of an underworld kingpin, unknown to us at this time. This kingpin supplies Mak with smugglers to move his raw goods to the different facilities. Medine, before his capture, was able to find that one of the routes that the smugglers use starts from Ramsees Hed, a spaceport on the planet Cal City. Placing this tracking device in the engine port at the rear of the smuggler ship should lead us right to the Robotics Facility. Sounds like a great plan to me. And of course the stormtroopers already know that I'm here. Oh boy, they've got the aliens working for them now. Or these could just be innocuous aliens inhabiting this spaceport. I choose to believe that they are Imperial scum. Oh, and the first Gamorrean guard. I'm surprised you get introduced before the Jabba levels. 1-ton rubber duck? I don't think I've ever read that text before. That's awesome. You guys having fun blowing yourselves up over there? Do I need to jump down for that shield next to a landmine? I think I'm better off not going for it. Don't mind me, I'm just killing some Gamorreans. Nobody likes those things anyway. I can think of no better use for my thermal detonators than this. Ah! Ah! I hate landmines in this game. It's like the only problem I think I have with it. otherwise, perfect 10 out of 10. I've never really thought about it before, but Kyle's crouch is less of a crouch and more of like an army crawl. So he gets very close to the ground. Whoa. Man, you guys ought to play football with arms like those. What is the equivalent of football in Star Wars? Space football? Oh, this must be the smuggler's ship. Right, that makes sense. The walls kind of remind me of the Tantive E4. I wasn't supposed to place it in the compartment room, right? I was supposed to do it in the engine? I guess sneaking the tracker onto any of those pieces of cargo would probably work. But then there's also the chance that the cargo gets dropped off, so probably best not to risk it. Wait, no, why would the smuggler's ship have a bunch of stormtroopers on board? That doesn't make any sense. I must not be on the right vessel. This must just be some sort of Imperial checkpoint. You need the red key, alright? Those are urinals, aren't they? Oh, that is funny. I just killed people who were just trying to take a piss. Oh no. That's a terrible way to go. Aha, the red key. Perfect. Open sesame. That ship has to be docked around here somewhere. Ah, now this looks like a ship's engine.
Tracking device is secured.
Picking up the signal. Looks like we're done here.
Sweet. I do want to explore over here. Oh, there's nothing over here. Alright. Well, the nice part about ending the mission in the menu is that you can end the mission at any point in the level. If I wanted to backtrack to a way earlier spot to pick up something I'd missed, then I totally could have. I tracked the smuggler ship to a remote planet called Antivi. This frigid planet is lifeless, except for an Imperial construction facility built beneath its icy surface. Oh, the ice level! I remember this one. Place 3 sequencer charges in the exchange couplings located in the solution for the Frick. This should disable the facility. Keep a careful eye out wherever you go. There are highly volatile chemicals used in this facility. I suggest that you find a breathing mask like those used by the Imperials to protect themselves. Also, I wouldn't put it past Mach to have stationed dark troopers in this facility. Battling a few dark troopers should warm you up after your walk through the snow. Haha, gee thanks, Jen. Okay, I think I remember where to get the ice cleats, which I'm going to get right away because walking around with these ice physics is not fun. Should just be on a cliff, like over here somewhere. Oh yeah, they're here, aren't they? Ah! There we go. Now I can run around like the ground is normal. If I didn't have those, this level would be unbearable. Now I just need to figure out where the conveyor belt is. Those are the two things I remember about this level. The ice cleats and the conveyor belt. And I kind of remember the ending too, with the pools of acid and the Dark Trooper fight. I'll get there when I get there. I'm pretty sure it's not over here. Whoops. That's not where it is. Why do these stairs exist then? That is very strange. Aha, secret behind the waterfall. I don't know if an ice river and ice waterfall makes sense, but I don't really care. And this is the conveyor belt I remember. Now wait a minute, I know I need to shoot like over here. Yep. Ah yes, I remember this area. Hit that switch to open the door. Run over. Wait, who's that? I don't remember there being a scan of a person over here. Weird. Anyway. Gas mask. That's important. Oh, we're stopping the equipment. I didn't remember that that's how we got here. But this is the dangerous gas zone, so I need the gas mask. Alright, and then I just gotta place these charges here. And eventually, I'm going to get to use my handy-dandy mortar launcher.
Charge 2 set. All charges set.
Good job. Let's blow this ice cube.
Woman after my own heart.
Okay. Now this is a real Dark Trooper. He's no match for running in random directions. It's just that easy. Now, I do need to remember how to exit this level. I think there's just a door somewhere. It might be the one that the Dark Trooper came out of. No, it's this one. Do I still need this on? Nah. Oh, there's another Dark Trooper. Well, they're easy to kill with a supercharge. It's not my favorite power-up in the world, but it can come in handy. Dang. Killed myself with the alt fire there. Oh, that's why there were stairs over here. I better put the ice cleats back on. Alright, Jan, we've destroyed another factory that makes Dark Troopers. You must be making a big dent in Mock's plans, Kyle. I got word that he has placed a healthy death mark on your head. Every bounty hunter in the system will be out for your hide. But if that's not enough, I've tracked some smuggler ships that have made routes to and from Gromas and Antivi, and they all lead to Nar Shaddaa, the smuggler's den. Just the place you want to be when you have a price on your head. And thus begins the tradition of every Star Wars game having Nar Shaddaa in it. The smugglers must be getting their routes from the Empire somehow, and this is the hub for just that kind of activity. What you'll be looking for are Imperial navigational devices or charts. I will be landing in the heart of Nar Shaddaa, so try not to stir up the local bounty hunters. Ah yes, Nar Shaddaa. The first visual representation of the space. Just look at that beautiful city nightlife. It's even got cargo ships flying around. Now those catwalks over there, they are very thin. And with the explosions from the thermal detonators, they are very easy to fall off of. This level can be quite a nightmare sometimes. And I will take that conch rifle, thank you very much. Wait, watch this. I love the Trandoshan concussion rifle. It's better for taking out groups of enemies in a large area and not such a tight corridor. Oh, landmine. Ah! It's like an invisible maze right here. Alright, that one's also invisible. If you don't know how I'm bouncing the thermal detonators around instead of exploding them on contact, that would be using the alternate fire, which has a use on a lot of weapons in this game. Like this one. It shoots 3 projectiles instead of 1. Very helpful. It is always morally correct to bust out the heavy weapons on these lizards. I definitely remember restarting this level several times. I'm not about to let that happen again. Okay, I still have 2 extra lives. Dying is no big deal. Ah, an extra life. How lovely. Did I just take fall damage while riding down that elevator? That's not cool, game. Don't do that to me. The conch rifle really is the ranged weapon upgrade that the pistol needed. I can't make that jump, can I? Well, Kyle can jump quite far. It might be possible. Nah, I'm not gonna risk it. Let's see, where was the yellow key door? It must be right here. Oh, and this is... this is the other side of that jump anyway. It's me, Kyle Katarn. Oh look, a cargo container. Whoa, lizard. You lizards need to learn I'm a lot scarier than you are. Oh wait, wrong game. Hey, this is that platform I was shooting at earlier. I must be getting close to the end.
Jan, I found an Imperial navicard.
Those must be smuggler routes to the Arc Hammer. I think it's time to get out of here.
I agree. Unfortunately, we are not going to make it to the Arc Hammer, but coming up is one of my favorite cutscenes in this game. And opening bit of level.
Jabba? What have you done with Jan? If any harm comes to her, I'll personally shove my blaster down your slimy throat. I wish you were here too, Jabba. There's nothing like roast Kel Dragon.
No mission briefing available. And this right here is why I love Kyle Katarn. He's gonna punch this Kel Dragon to death with his bare hands. And this is also why I don't really like the sequels to this game. Kyle Katarn was already a badass. He did not need the Force to be cool. The developers shoved the Force where it doesn't belong. Now, granted, I did die, but a better player than me absolutely can punch those Kel Dragons to death without using up their extra lives. I'm going to get this guard to hit the landmine. Watch this. I'll just walk into it. There you go. Hacha! Get out of here, you stinky alien. My stuff is in here somewhere. Maybe it wasn't until the next room. Oh wait, there it is. You could politely just get out of my way. Of course, they would never be so polite. They're pigs, for crying out loud. Give me those. Thank you. Clearing explosive mines with explosive grenades. Explosions really are the best, aren't they? I wish that the devs had invented a new hut to capture Kyle so that he could actually go and kill it. I understand why Jabba was chosen though. He's got that reference factor. Someone you can point at and say, hey, I know that guy. He's in Star Wars. Just like Boba Fett. Despite not showing up in any levels yet, he was introduced in a cutscene forever ago. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Stupid landmines. A better player than me could absolutely break out of here without dying. Unfortunately, I am me. Whoa. Good thing I didn't pull the trigger there. I used to kill myself with this weapon quite a lot. Unintentionally, I mean. Oh, there's a secret behind this. I know that. Quite a lovely mural of Jabba, isn't it? Look at him. Oh wait, there's Boba Fett. He's even better. Boba Fett's the real goat. Jan, I found you! Sorry about all the blaster shots.
Thanks, I thought I was done
No
for.
time for hugs. Let's get out of here.
Yes, let's get out of here. That's another one I owe you, Kyle. I checked out the Navicard you stole from Jabba's henchmen. The card is an Imperial military encrypted navigation device that plugs into a decryption key box to decode Navi-coordinates for the Navi-computer. This card could tell us where the smugglers are taking their shipments. Unfortunately, the Navicard is useless without a decryption key to decode it. That key is located in the Imperial City in the heart of the Empire, aka on Coruscant. I don't need to tell you this mission is going to be a dangerous one. Madine, through his inside contacts, has arranged a security code clearance that will allow me to fly into the city and drop you off. Your target will be the Imperial Security Operations Building, the center for covert operations and intelligence for the Empire, a maximum security area with all posts alert at all times. The decoder is kept in a large underground vault in the heart of the ISO building. Once you have cracked the central computer, you will be able to insert the Navicard into the decoder and write the navigational information on data tapes. Then you will have to get out of the building with those tapes and return to the ship. If this is the level that I think it is, I hate this level. There may or may not exist a section with a stupidly difficult guess and check sequence about hitting switches to move a central platform, but unlike the one earlier in the game, you can't see what it is you're actually affecting until you've already done it. This is the perfect room to use the conch rifle. Oh no, it's out of ammo. Guess we fall back to old reliable. Hey, look at that. It's Mr. Palpatine himself. Why does he got an engraving on this small section of wall? I don't know. He's the Emperor. He can do whatever he wants. He was democratically voted to have all the power in the galaxy. Thanks, game, for resupplying all of my heavy weapons munitions. Do I have to avoid these searchlights? I don't remember this part of the game. I've definitely beaten the entire thing before, but I've also started playthroughs that I didn't finish, so I know the earlier levels much more than these later ones. Wow, that is a lot of dudes. Of course they have this many guards in the ISO building. Yes, I am. Here's my ID. Oh, no, wait, no, I'm not. Haha, you definitely have a very persuasive way of saying no to someone. Stupid mounted wall turrets. And run! Wow. This area also exemplifies something I wish this game could have been made with. This building is so empty. It's supposed to be an Imperial office building. There should be like cubicles or desks or something. Okay, here's one, for example. But it's like tucked away in a side room and it's just one little block. I don't know. Ah, here we see some more vent action. Kyle Katarn was crawling around in air vents long before Gordon Freeman ever did. Ooh, the red key and the missile launcher. What is this one called again? Assault cannon. Yes, that one will be very handy for dealing with dark troopers. Wow, this is a tall building. Too bad they've got it stuck in the void of space. Take this, you stupid dark trooper. Idiot. No, down. Yeah, that's one bad thing about these games. Elevators can be activated accidentally very easily. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this thing. I hate this puzzle. So this is the map of this area. All of these little dots here are doors. And I have to choose which set of doors is open. So the top one is this outer layer where I am. The middle one would be the inner layer. And the bottom one would be the center layer, I guess. And so I have to find a route that opens those doors, that passes through these open sections in the middle in order to get to the center of this structure. I'm going to turn on the crosshair so you guys can see what I'm actually pointing at. So I need to go through this way. And then go down here with that door open and that door open to get into here. And then I guess I need these 3 doors open so that I can go in that way. Alternatively, I could have these doors open and go in from this way. But I think that would take longer. I'm not as bad at puzzles as I used to be when I first played this game, but it is still not my strong suit. Yeah, there we go. I did not like this puzzle the first time I found it. It's all I remember. For this playthrough, though, that wasn't that bad.
Jan, I've cracked the central rock. I'm in.
Good job, Kyle, but you're not done yet.
Navicard inserted and decoding.
Beautiful, Kyle. Now get that data tape and hightail your mercenary hide back to the landing pad. I can't stay out here too long before Imperial Security takes notice.
I pretty much started blasting stormtroopers as soon as I got off the ship, so I don't know how it hasn't been investigated yet.
Kyle, something strange is going down over here. Get back here. I mean it. Oh no! Kyle, you better look out. I just saw...
Oh no, foreshadowing. It's interesting that every time someone becomes a thorn in the Empire's side, they have to resort to hiring bounty hunters to take care of them. Imperial stormtroopers really are just that incompetent. Alright, Mr. Bobby Feet, get over here. You can't fly around me forever. Get wrecked. Of course, he's not canonically dead, because if he was, he wouldn't have appeared in the rest of the series.
Kyle, where are you? I'm back at the landing pad.
Where were you, Jan?
I had TIE fighters all over me. I had to properly dispose of them.
Why would there be TIE fighters after you if you were docked? Something doesn't add up here. From the navigational data tapes, I was able to trace the next smuggler cargo ship's route. That route leads to the Super Star Destroyer, the Executor. We have found out that, for security purposes, the Arc Hammer makes periodic jumps across the galaxy, always hiding its location. The only ship that knows those locations is the Executor. The smuggler's cargo ship will meet up with the Executor, which will then hyperspace to the Arc Hammer. In order to get to the Arc Hammer, hijack the smuggler ship before it meets up with the Executor. That smuggler ship will be a sitting duck as it fuels up at the fuel station Ergo. Hijack the ship and, under the guise of a smuggler, meet up with the Executor. There you will sneak onto the Executor and wait until its rendezvous with the Arc Hammer. For the rest of the mission, I won't be able to provide backup, so be careful. Get your hide back safely. It would get pretty lonely back at the Rebellion without you to worry about. Aw, that's so sweet. Thanks, Jan. You're a real pal. Hello, Imperial. Hey, I'm the smuggler. I'm supposed to meet up with you guys. Dang, the disguise didn't work. Oh, those can explode. That is good to know. Oh, wait a minute. This level's giving me flashbacks. Oh no, this level's really long. It may or may not be one of the longest missions in the game. Ah. Oh, that's not one of those targets that can be shot. Okay, this section requires a little bit of speed. There we go. Took me a few tries to get that. What a terrible way for stormtroopers to navigate a facility. And now we just sail right past the platform we came on to all the way over here. Okay, so there's something outside there happening. I really don't remember this game as well as I thought I did. Ah, here we go. I need the blue key. Okay. I knew there was something more important than just the end of a hallway. So I have to come back there with the blue key. And the thing that I modified probably will let me acquire the blue key. Oh, but it would be such a pain to have to get back up here again. If only Kyle could make that jump. Yeah, there we go, the blue key card. I was right. Now I have to go all the way back to that first area I was in. And here we are again, having to do the same trick again, just to get back to that room. With this agonizingly slow-moving platform. If there's a faster way to do this section that I don't know about, I'm going to be very upset. Well, not that upset, but I would regret the time that I've wasted. Here we are. Blue key. Oh, this was just a weapons cache. Well, now I'm even more upset that I wasted so much time getting here. Okay, I'm flipping this one more time. If that corresponds to the shape of the map, then that should open the one airlock that I haven't been to yet. And hopefully, that's the smuggler's ship. And hopefully, I never have to wait for this slow-moving central platform ever again. Finally, the smuggler's ship. Danger. Bior test? Lore test? I'm not sure exactly what that second word is. Kind of want to shoot it, though. Oh well. Stay calm, you are being hijacked. And since I definitely took care of all of the Imperials on this outpost, there will be no communication attempts to the Executor warning them that I have hijacked this ship. At least I think that was part of the plan.
Now launching. I'll see you on the dark side, Jan.
Good luck, Kyle, and may the Force be with you.
You heard it, folks. Darkside Kyle is canon. Now that you're on your own, you won't have me to get you out of trouble. I've programmed your PDA with the mission information that will help you with your tasks. Once on the Executor, you will wait for the right time to make your attack. The Executor will meet up with the Arc Hammer and begin transporting its cargo. Get into one of the cargo containers and ride inside it to the Arc Hammer. Most likely, they will halt this operation when they find out you're on board, so you will need to start it up again. That is where your next mission will begin. Cargo container first, then next mission starts inside of it. Gotcha. That is a lot of stormtroopers. I was not expecting so many. The E11 blaster rifle is not a good multi-target weapon, that's for sure. So this is the Executor then? I think. What's the point of this platform? That is strange. Oh hey, a Dark Trooper. Looks like they do have someone competent protecting this ship. Nothing can beat my kiting strategy. Oh look, stealth. Oh, never mind. Firepower always beats stealth anyway. Wow, there's a lot of guys down there. Well, they're still there. This is pretty much the only use for thermal detonators in this game, in my opinion. It's a good trick, though. Oh, a TIE fighter! Wow, that is surprisingly detailed. The concussion rifle is the GOAT of long-distance crowd control. This is some very perilous platforming. The Empire really needs to redesign the layout of this Star Destroyer. I can use your weapon better than you can. Oh, you're already dead. I remember these guys being a lot stronger. I know I've died a few times, but I really feel like this playthrough has been surprisingly easy. I think the last playthrough I did was on hard mode. So this must be the cargo container I ride in. They always say, "Stop, rebel scum." Never, "How are you, rebel scum?" Oh wow, this cargo container is very roomy. Next mission, please. Oh, the arc hammer is right there. Yeah, I don't know how these Imperials have not been alerted to this plan by now. Like, surely they would seize all operations until the rebel intruder who's killing hundreds of troops would be caught. The Arc Hammer, the Dark Awakening. Phase 1 Dark Trooper, Phase 2 Dark Trooper, and that's it. There's only 2 phases, never mind any other designs. The Arc Hammer is a large cruiser that acts both as the construction facility and as a launch platform for the Dark Trooper. Taking this thing out of commission will be a daunting task. I am confident that you can do it, but don't let that go to your head. Once on board, you will need to find the 3 exchange couplings that lead to the main power grid. Place a sequencer charge in each coupling. These couplings most likely will be in small alcoves deep inside the Arc Hammer structure. Once you set those charges, your escape will be by Imperial shuttle. Stay out of trouble and make it back in one piece. Placing sequencer charges is my middle name. Whoa, whoa! I don't remember that happening before. There's a giant fusion cutter arm thing? That is pretty cool. And I wasted 2 lives trying to look at it. I wonder if this thing is possible to... And that answers my question. Cool. Wow, I couldn't even see those turrets. Oh, hello, Dark Troopers. More accurately, Phase 1 Dark Troopers. I'm surprised they can't shoot me from down there. I guess it sucks to not be the more advanced model. Well, that's all my thermal detonators. Do I still have mines? I don't even know what key they are. There we go. Wait, I thought I could throw them. I guess not. All right, we're going in. Oh. Well, that wasn't so bad. Another crane thing. Get that out of the way. Die, fiend! Ha! Oh. Wait, was that just for the elevator back up? Ah! I almost died to my own mines on my last life. That would have been embarrassing. Let's die to some Imperial gunfire instead. Although, to be honest, I'd rather not die at all. I'm pretty confident that I could do the rest of this level without losing a life. I just need to find the first stash of healing items and shield generators. And not have to fight any dark troopers. Whew. That wasn't so bad. Only lost a little bit of health. I'm very scared though, because one good shot from anything and I'll probably be dead. Okay, I took 2 good shots from a blaster. Still not dead. I'm very scared at being only at 9 health with no shields. I'd really appreciate a stash of shield generators and med packs about now. Ah! 1 health! There's no way I'm beating the rest of this level at this point. Ah! There I go. Alright, back to the beginning. I still keep all my weapons, right? Yep. So now all I have to do is not die twice to that first claw machine, and I'll be good. I'm not gonna bother doing the whole thermal detonator thing on these guys. Just gonna come down here and take care of them. Wait, 2 concussion rifle shots is all it took? They must have taken a lot of damage from those exploding barrels. Now I can take care of you a little faster, without having to be so scared about you hitting me. Oh, well, I'm at 27 health, so maybe I should be a little scared. But I still have 3 lives, so there's absolutely nothing to be afraid of. Hey, this is where I died before, wasn't it? Ta-da! I have these now. Oh, hey, look, it's a sequencer thing that I need to plant. How do I get behind this wall? Is the answer to crouch inside one of these moving things? Or possibly to shoot that? Perfect.
That's 1.
Ooh, Kyle can count to 1. Let's see if he can count any higher than that. Wow, this conveyor seems like it's moving really fast. I wonder how Kyle will get through it. Kyle, you're a genius. Can these dark troopers really only melee? I could have sworn they had a... Oh, there it goes. It tried to shoot a projectile at me. Oh well.
For freedom.
No, Kyle, for freedom does not come after 1. If you don't get the next question right, you might fail your numbers quiz. What are all of these? Oh, is this a puzzle? Oh, just a simple little connect the dots maze. This can't be too bad. There we go. Perfect. That looks correct to me. What did that do for me? Oh, it's a hallway. Oh, Dark Trooper. Time to pull out the heavy weapons. And there's the last sequencer charge. How do I unlock this one? Same as the first one. Alright, Kyle, can you count to 3?
Jan would be proud.
Yes, she would. You tried your best, buddy. You would fit in well at Valve Software. I probably should have played this game on hard mode, because I still have a ton of ammo. Maybe by the time I've destroyed all the Dark Troopers, I'll be out of ammo. That's how these things generally go, I think.
It's been a long time since I've challenged a man to battle. I'm glad my opponent is so worthy.
And it's him, General Mock, in the Phase 3 Dark Trooper suit thing. Isn't that cool? And he's dead. Now it's time to blow the ship and get out of here. We did it, Jan. Oh, you're not Jan. What are you doing by my shuttle? Oh, wait. I forgot Jan isn't here. We won! Hooray!
This is an unfortunate setback. The Force is strong with Katarn.
Now, about that line, I really disagree with Kyle Katarn becoming a Jedi. I think that's a perfect line for Vader to say about an adversary who's bested him. That doesn't necessarily mean that Kyle Katarn has the ability to use the Force. The Force can be with someone in the same way that luck can be with someone, right? The novelization to Dark Forces, well, not to Dark Forces, but to the Jedi Knight game, it's a trilogy of books. The first one, I'm pretty sure it's called Soldier for the Empire. That book details what Kyle Katarn's life in the Imperial Academy was like and why he defected to the rebellion in the first place. Although he didn't really defect to the rebellion so much as he defected from the Empire in general. I really like that novelization, even though because it's meant to bridge the gap between Dark Forces and Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight, they mention the Force a lot. The book is very much like trying to set him up as, oh yeah, the Force has always been with him, you know? But the second and third books in that trilogy are just a novelization of the events in Jedi Knight, so I don't really like them as much. But I didn't read the books. I listened to the audio drama version of the books, which is not like an audiobook. There's no narrator. It's just a full cast of voice actors speaking their lines and describing what the characters are doing. And even though the writing wasn't the most masterful of masterpieces, it was very enjoyable to listen to because it felt like listening to a Star Wars movie. The craziest part is that I could not find versions of that audio drama for sale anywhere on the internet. I found copies of it on the Internet Archive. Every game I've beaten in the BESWGE series before this point, I have been experiencing for the first time, and technically, I've experienced this game for the first time. Since it's a remaster of Dark Forces, it's not technically the same game, but also, it's the same game. I mean, come on. Going forward, there are going to be quite a number of games that I've already played and beaten all the way through, but there are way more that I have not, so that should be interesting, hopefully. That's all for now. Remember to count to 3 and come back in one piece.